Welcome to the podcast. We are Mighty Fish Productions. We make podcasts. Actually, we make a podcast.
We made a podcast, and it just kept going. I am Josh.
And I am Ryan. And today, we're talking about whatever we want.
Yeah.
But actually, we're going to talk about Power Rangers.
We're going to talk about Power Rangers. I want to talk about how much I hate Iron Fist. Also, Ryan.
Yes. Yes.
Are you aware of the monumentous occasion?
Oh, yeah. This is our 20th episode extravaganza.
Woo!
What a long, strange trip it has been.
Woo!
That's the kind of enthusiasm we got going.
Woo!
Nice.
Oh, man.
So yeah, here it is. It's too bad it wasn't a better movie, but everybody likes the Power Rangers, unless you don't.
Unless you don't.
That'd be weird, though.
And then you don't like the Power Rangers.
Yeah, that'd be weird, though. Everybody loves Power Rangers. Somebody was a kid one time or another.
Yeah. Or they're like me, and they were a little bit. They caught on the Power Rangers just at the end.
That's true. Yeah, I guess there's a pretty specific.
Well, the original.
Yeah.
The Mighty Morphin, not Truckatrons.
All that bullshit's dumb.
Ninja Samurai fighters.
Twitch did its little stream before the movie, and like once I got to the later seasons, the viewership just fucking plummeted.
Are you serious?
There was like the one where it was a bunch of knockoff Star Trek sets mixed in with Super Sentai, which was just really weird.
What?
Yeah, it was
so basically like
it was a Disney show.
What are we talking Star Trek here? Are we talking Next Generation? Or are we talking original series?
No, we're talking Next Generation. So here's the deal.
Is it like it's like fucking fuck? I forgot the name of the bar.
Yeah, so it
Tin
was
Forward.
Yes. It was more like, so the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was more like a Saved by the Bell or a Boy Meets World mixed with the Super Sentai footage. And it was goofy and weird. This one was like, okay, we're going to take this new Super Sentai footage that doesn't quite mix with that because they're in space now or something. So we're going to make it like a Disney Star Trek ripoff, because they had a Disney show feel, like a Hannah Montana, like Girl Meets World more vibe to them. But then they had like, the bar set with the it lights up at the top, like, the bright white.
Oh,
and
God.
they're like, it was really strange. But we are going to talk about Saban's Saban's Power Rangers 2017.
Yeah, is it still Saban that made it? I thought somebody else bought the rights.
No, because that's in the title even, I think.
Was it? God, dude, I missed the titles, so I wasn't paying attention.
That guy had executive producer credit through the whole run, even still.
Wow, good for him.
He held on to that shit. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
because he knew at some point the nostalgia movie was going to happen.
Well, I mean, it's not as big as it used to be, but I mean, it still has a pretty strong following.
It had to wait, yeah. I mean, like, this one is a callback, I guess, to the original. I don't know. Yeah. So, they waited it out, and it worked out for them, because I think this movie made okay money.
Did it?
Yeah. No. I don't know.
I know it's not getting the greatest of ratings.
No,
But then, like, what?
It was exactly what I expected.
Yeah, exactly.
If not a little bit better. I actually expected it to be a little worse.
It just hit exactly where I thought it was. When it ended, I was like, yeah. I don't know. I remember the first movie.
Oh, yeah.
I went and saw that. I was like 12. When I saw that one. And I went with my two friends, Chris and John, and they were fucking huge Power Rangers guys. I was not.
Yeah.
I had moved on to better things.
Yes.
Like X-Men.
Mm-hmm. Adult stuff.
Yeah, big guy stuff. Yeah.
You weren't a baby.
I wasn't a baby anymore. I wasn't watching Kung Fu fighters drinking fruit juice. I was watching Wolverine fight giant robots.
Exactly. Vacuum cleaners.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they do look like Dysons, don't they? In fucking Days of Future Past.
In Days of Future Past,
terrible looking designs. I don't know.
The only time I haven't seen a comic representation of him. I've only ever seen the...
I never showed you the...
No.
Oh, dude,
I've only ever seen the animated series ones, which are just...
Okay, no, that's what they look like. Okay. That's exactly what they look like.
They have big purple diapers on.
Yeah, they have big purple onesies over their pink tights. They look like giant
leotard,
Yeah, they're like giant man ballerinas with like 1904 football headgear.
Yeah, the super evolved ones when you were in the future bits in Days of Future Past were super cool.
Those were...
But it was more like Matrix-y.
Well, those were supposed to be... Oh. If you'll give me a minute.
Yeah, that's fine.
Those were kind of this weird combination of the evolved form of the Phalanx, which are an alien breed.
Okay.
And the Prime Sentinels. Which
Sentinel Prime,
yeah, Prime Sentinels, and Prime Sentinels were like the ultimate evolution of the Sentinel.
Why does every badass robot have to be Prime?
I don't know, dude.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you go by the movies, Prime's kind of a puss.
Yeah. But, no, even in the new. Okay, we're getting so off topic. I love it, but even in the newest,
he's still getting his ass handed to him.
That fucking trailer makes no sense. I think that has to be the most garbled up one to date, and he's just getting his ass kicked immediately.
Yeah, dude, I don't understand that. Like, Prime gets the shit kicked out of him in every fucking movie.
You know why?
And then, like, randomly at the end of the movie, some Deus Ex Machina comes in to save his ass.
Dude, he's going to get his ass kicked early on in the movie, but then he's going to learn to fight like a girl. That's true.
It's the worst trailer, dude. It's the worst trailer. I'm just like, Michael Bay and his trademark subtlety at it again.
Oh, yes. Master of subtle, what is it? Subtext.
Yeah.
It's a nice subtext.
Yeah. It's a really good piece for strong women. Furiosa,
yeah.
Dana Scully, Ellen Ripley, whatever. Fucking sassy 12-year-old.
Oh, God.
Talking about how tough she is.
So, anyway.
I'm judging that off the trailer. Oh. But no, anyway.
What? Like, it's going to be good? I give you shit a lot for doing that, but it's Transformers 5.
I know.
I won't give you shit for being the fifth thing in a series that has always sucked. Is suddenly going to be good.
The fact that, the first one was cool.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed the first one. I never expected there to be 4 more.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And each one is a financial success, but everybody just talks about how balls they are.
I don't know who went to go see Age of Extinction. I didn't even realize that movie came out.
Which one was that?
That was the fourth one.
Was that the one with that was the first one with Marky Mark?
Marky Mark.
Yeah, okay.
It's not real wood, it's Transformers.
God, I loved making those jokes. I don't think this is real wood. I think it might be a Transformer.
So, getting back to Power Rangers.
Yeah, let's get back on topic.
The first trailer was weird. It was kind of had this dumb
Chronicle type of
feel where it's just
it looks like Chronicle.
Yeah.
Until the Zords show up towards the end of the movie, you could.
It's
very much Chronicle light.
Yes, but it's more fun with it.
It's a lot more fun.
It has a different feel.
The one thing that I will give it also doesn't have that stupid found footage gimmick going on. I am really over that.
No, and it was a lot.
And as well as they did Chronicle, Chronicle did not need to be that.
No, I like Chronicle a lot.
I loved Chronicle. Chronicle was a big surprise for me.
Yeah, for sure. But it didn't have the same feel.
Rip Josh Trank.
Yeah, it didn't have the same feel as Chronicle. It definitely had more of a fun children's type movie.
Yeah, that was the one thing that I will definitely say about this movie. If my nephews still lived here, hadn't moved away, I would have loved to have taken them to see this movie.
The kids in the theater were freaking out.
Oh, dude, they loved that one kid that was down in the front when Billy, it was Billy did a karate kick or something like that, and the kid just was so awesome. And that made me enjoy the movie so much more. Yeah. But no, dude, to also reference Transformers again, I felt like this was cool for kids to watch, whereas I feel like Transformers is so sexualized.
Oh, yeah.
That you can't, a kid's not going to enjoy that, and he's not going to know what the hell's going on either. I think it's funny that it's taken them, if I can go back to Transformers for a second, that it's taken them 5 movies to start making the robots look different from each other.
Oh, God. Yeah, they had a scene in this movie of like, oh, here comes Kim, like she's a sexy girl, but it was just a short her intro, and that was it.
Yeah, it was very. This is not a knock on it, but it was very mundane and very Disney almost. She's just a pretty girl wearing a short skirt.
She's sassy,
and it's not like ridiculously short. Like she's gonna bend over a motorcycle.
Yeah, exactly. And they cut out any love interest between her and the Red Ranger, which they had shown in the trailer. Which brings me to my fan fiction that we'll talk about in a bit.
Well, I was gonna say too, and I mean I'm jumping ahead here, but did you feel a bit like they were trying to create a romantic connection, possibly between her and the Yellow Ranger?
And Trini? Yeah.
Because spoilers in this, it was a huge controversy over absolutely nothing. It's it's a throwaway scene.
Yeah, Trini is a possible lesbian.
Yeah, she could be a lesbian.
And nobody cares. It was a good scene. They all bonded, but it was like they all bonded over her possibly being a lesbian.
Yeah.
And then somebody making a joke.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. But then there was also like some kind of thing going on with her and the Red Ranger at the beginning, with Jason and her.
And she came in, and it looks like from the trailer when she came into the room to talk to him, when she's like, "I think it's not my fault we're not morphing," which is so funny. They say morph so many times.
They say morph almost as much as they say Krispy Kreme. They say morph, Krispy Kreme, and kill Rita.
Kill Rita.
So much. And it's so funny because Kill Rita sounds like it should be such a dramatic line, but the way it's delivered in every dramatic scene, it just deflates every bit of meaning.
Yeah, for something like this, usually you would try to use language that defeat Rita or beat Rita or do this, because you don't want a bunch of teenagers to nonchalantly talking about killing somebody.
And they just toss it out it's got no weight to it.
Oh, we have to kill Rita? Cool.
Yeah. Oh, cool. We have to murder someone. Yeah. Let's go to the docks and murder this woman.
She is a space alien.
She is a space witch.
Yes.
And I gotta say, when she first shows up, she's really intimidating.
Yeah.
I liked that original look for her a lot more than when she becomes her bad Green Ranger self. I was kind of like, eh.
The reason I say this was a little bit better than I was expecting, because this reeks of too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah. Well, and there were 7 writers on it or
there
something like that?
There was 4 or 5,
Yeah.
And so...
One of which was Max Landis.
Yeah, so Max Landis, which he wasn't credited, but I know early on he
wrote the first script, as I recall.
Yeah, they fired him, and usually in that situation they end up crediting still, so I don't know how that works out. Ask Max Landis. I'm sure he'll respond. That's all he does is tweet. So...
He's a better tweeter than he is a writer.
Chronicle was good, we just said.
Chronicle was the first and last for both of those guys, dude. Let's look at their stellar career since Chronicle.
That's true. But so they actually made that work better than I would have expected. There was no drastic turns, but you could definitely be like, all right, this is the part where now they're filling this, check mark.
Oh yeah, no, this is a movie that's nothing but cliches and stereotypes. Yeah. But they didn't really bother me because I don't know, it's just I said, it felt yeah, exactly. The original Power Rangers was about a bunch of kids that worked at a fruit juice bar and a gym
and did martial arts and then had to beat putty men up.
Yeah,
and hang out with a robot.
Yeah, and a giant amorphous head and a giant face in a glass. Yeah.
So, I mean, the beginning of the movie worked for me. It felt more like a kid's movie. It felt like what kids think teenagers do.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to do edgy teenager shit.
Yeah, it was more like what little kids think teens are instead of what adults think teens are.
Yeah, exactly.
And I thought that was a little cooler because the teens are all, in their own different ways, very cool teens.
Yeah.
Even Billy, who's supposed to be the weird...
Yeah.
He's on the spectrum. That's all we know.
It's almost like people talking about shit like, oh, there's an autistic ranger and there's a lesbian ranger. It's like you guys are making this a thing. In the movie, they don't play up those things whatsoever. They just oh yeah, there's real people who are like this, so now they're in the movie.
Exactly. No,
it's a diverse cast. like out of necessity, out of the source material.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I really could have watched the whole movie if it had just been Jason and Billy.
Yeah.
I thought they were a great comedy duo. Like, that's one thing I'll say, dude. The cast has a decent chemistry.
Yeah, no, it didn't feel...
The one that I really... And it's, I don't know, I might get shit for this, but, like, the Yellow Ranger just doesn't fit.
Yeah.
I feel like they had an idea to go somewhere with her character.
Yeah.
And they didn't... They immediately chucked that out the window. I thought that would have been an interesting thing, like make her more like the Green Ranger, where she can't. Nobody really knows where she lies.
They definitely knew what the most popular Rangers were and focused on them, and then glossed over the other ones, and then made a little bit of an attempt. But it was almost like you could have kept them, more like, oh, I got wrapped up in this, and I'm just the normal one. They could have all been the Clydes of the story. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So they tried, and it's just like, you know.
I wish that the Black Ranger had gotten more time. I really liked the character. First of all, he was fucking super funny. I liked him. He's just weird. I liked him.
And what they did with him was more impactful than I'm a lesbian. And my mom, by the way, Trini's mom, no chill.
Bananas, dude. She is bananas.
I've never seen
Pan that cup.
Like that part, like, okay.
I thought that was just like a joke for the trailer. No, that was in the movie.
I know, but the lead up to that, she's just like, you gotta talk, blah, blah, freaking out the table.
Freaking on the table.
That was the most over the top, ridiculous parent thing I'd ever seen.
I know, dude. And like, I was like, oh, so it's not her parents. It's just her mom. But then her dad kind of grills her too. But he's like, let's take a step back.
Yeah.
And he's just like, what did you do with your day today? And she's just like, what have you been? It was like
Malcolm in the Middle times 10.
Dude.
Like on chill mom.
Yeah, exactly.
It was crazy.
And then the two little brothers are bananas too. Like her family's just weird, man.
Yeah. And and one of the things about her too is she's a very small girl.
She's very tiny.
And like it's kind of weird. Like they don't ever really do martial arts. They have like a 30-second scene of them doing martial arts.
It's clearly stunt doubles
before they immediately get in the Zords.
Yeah.
But like I don't, the cast of the originals, like they
each one. Well, not all of them were martial artists. No. I think.
But they tried to make them look appropriate.
Well, they all had an applicable skill that was athletic. Like I think Billy was an acrobat. Mm-hmm. And I know that Amy Jo Johnson was like a dancer. She was like a ballet or something like that. Yeah. And I think the only ones that were like real, like I think the guy that played the Black Ranger was like a boxer. And then I think the only ones that did martial arts were Trini and Jason. Yeah. Initially. And Tommy.
Yeah. And while they used a lot of the Super Sentai stuff, they still did actually have to shoot some of their stuff.
I think it's not even before the end of the first season they fucking run out of footage.
Yeah. A lot of the monster stuff and all that, but the shots to make the in between shots, and then later on, they started.
Well, like especially like stuff. When they would, because they would always get attacked by putties when they were out of costume.
Yeah,
because Rita knew who they all were.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they were constantly, and that was the progress of the show. They'd be, like, oh, fucking stay in school, don't do drugs. And then, like, oh, Rita, we'd cut to Rita, and she's got an evil plan, and she'd send the putties to fuck with them at school or whatever. And then, like, Jason would be by himself, and he's fucking fighting a whole bunch of these guys running around going... The one thing I remember about the show was Alpha always saying, ay, 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 and the putties just constantly making that noise. Yeah. Drove me insane.
Yeah.
But, no, they would always be plainclothes. And then the other Rangers would show up, and they'd plainclothes for a bit, and they were just like, we're just not powerful enough.
We need
and then they'd fucking, Tyrannosaurus, and then they'd turn into themselves, and then that wasn't good enough, because now here comes the monster, and he's whipped the shit out of all of them, so now they need make my monster grow, and then they'd fucking go get the swords.
Yes. So, the cast was pretty good. Trini was whatever. Kim was but she also is a British girl doing American
yeah, but like I feel like they didn't. They tried with Trini, and I appreciate that. They tried to make her have a story, and then Kim just has like it's the lamest problem.
Yeah.
Like, her life is not nearly as fucked.
She opens up to Jason. They talk for like 5 minutes, and that's the end of that. And, and I'll tell you why, Josh. It's because originally that scene would have been extended to be the love interest scene. That would have made everything a lot better. Also, so let's just get on with the gripes here, Josh, because I got things to say.
I know, you got words.
So, for this being mostly a nostalgia fest, I'll tell you what they didn't have. They didn't have Bulk and Skull.
Yeah, that was weird, dude. They had one bully, and if you look in the credits, his name is Bully. Like, he's not Bulk, he's not Skull, he's just Bully.
Exactly.
Like, you couldn't call him Bulk, or you couldn't call him Bull,
or
anything.
Bukowski,
Bulkowski or something. Yeah, like why couldn't they call his name in the class or something like that? And he's like Bulkowski or Skullatron.
Yeah, whatever the hell.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh God.
Like most people on the internet, I decided to be proactive about this, and I decided that I was going to write fan fiction to fix this scene. So this is This is my fanfic scene. Imagine that the lead up is the same, and after this, the scene continues the same.
Don't do it, Ryan. Okay. Ryan.
What? I'm doing it.
Does this get erotic?
No. You know what? Brittany was supposed to help me with that, and we never got around to it. So the Kim scene, I do not have a fan fiction for that. So, also, I don't know a lot about fan fiction. Josh told me, though, that it is essential that you write yourself into the story.
Yeah, that's the trope.
So, here you go, Josh. I'll go ahead and let you read this.
Why am I reading this?
Because I need to have somebody else read it.
All right, well, I'm a terrible reader.
All right.
I'm gonna fix my glasses like an old man.
Well, don't second guess yourself. I wrote it terribly. I thought about it. The last book that I read was a script, so I'm just like, I forget how you're supposed to alliterate.
How to write prose.
Yeah, exactly. So I just go off the cuff.
Yeah, it works. They're all in paragraphs for the most part. It's got punctuation.
Remember, you know what my main thing was? Is like I couldn't remember how like conversation worked. It's been so long.
Each one is a separate.
Yeah, no.
Are you talking about the flow?
Because I do it in script, so I can never remember what the rules are on like when you do it in quotations as speech, like he said after the end. I'm like, I don't have to do that every time, though.
I don't think you have to do that every time.
I'm like, it's just like when I go to write, I feel like I've never read a book before in my life. I don't know why that happens to me, because when I read, I don't think about how it's written unless it's written badly. So, anyway, here is my new opening scene to fix the problem of missing Bulk and Skull.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, God, this is awful.
Thank you.
Jason entered the classroom. All the dopest bad kids were in that bitch. He noticed a black autistic kid arranging his pencils like a spaz. Oh shit, I fucked with it. Now the screen's all fucked up. Okay, now I got it. Suddenly, two dumbasses came and knocked all his shit down. Jesus. Take that, you stupid dork, laughed the bullies. Did they say that in unison?
Yes.
Like as a chorus?
Yes.
Jason recognized these guys from home economics. Oh my God. Ryan and Josh. Oh, yeah, here we go. But everyone just called them Bulk and Skull. That's what's up. Hey, you fucks, yelled Jason. This is clearly not the one for kids.
Oh, yeah. This is just a script. They'll obviously have to edit this.
Oh, apparently, yeah. The editor's going to have to go.
The script editor will take care of it.
Why don't you pick on someone your own ugliness? Jason felt very good about such a wicked burn. What are you, some sort of park ranger? Wink, wink, asked Bulk. Yeah, you think you have any power here? Asked Skull. Jason knows martial arts.
Yeah. I just had to set that up.
Oh, shit. The screen blacked out. There we go. Jason knows martial arts. I wish it ended there. He's ready to take these fucks down. God damn it. Bulk comes at him, ready to bitch slap the fuck fuck out of him like E Honda. He's gonna give him the 1,000-hand slap.
Yes.
I forgot about that. Now I remember why you were asking me who did the 1,000-hand slap from Street Fighter. Jason dodges and trips his ass, whipping around to look directly at Skull. Skull charges him. Jason crouches and Jason crouches and leg sweeps the motherfucker, sending him flying and crashing on top of his friends. They scurry off, blaming each other for their misfortune. That's how every encounter went in the show.
That's a perfect Bulk and Skull scene.
I mean, aside from the potty mouth. Yeah, no, dude, that's how everything happened, dude. They were like Team Rocket for the Power Rangers. Yeah. They had a stupid plan, and they blast off again every time. I gotta ask you, though, because you don't specify which one of us is Bulk and which one of us is Skull, because I'll be honest, I feel like it should just be Bulk and also Bulk.
Okay, so I thought long and hard about this.
Okay.
I couldn't make it Bulk and Bulk.
Bulk and bulkier.
Yeah. So I decided that you're Bulk and I'm Skull. But in the reboot, the Skull is also a fat guy.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
I heard that they're still, to this day, on the show in some form.
I think so, yeah.
They're I heard that they are the longest recurring characters on the show.
Yeah, so I was... Yeah.
That's impressive.
So it was a bummerino. Maybe they made a cameo and we just weren't...
Well, I know that, I think it's Tommy and the Pink Ranger
and the
show up.
we're in
Amy
there
Jo Johnson,
yeah.
I don't know Tommy's real name.
Either do I.
feel bad about that.
But he goes by the Green Ranger.
I was going to say he's a UFC fighter or UFC, some type of MMA.
MMA, yeah.
And they announce him as the as the Green Ranger. You know him as the Green Ranger Tommy, and then I guess some people take offense to that, and in an interview they were asking him if he felt mad about it, and he was like, "No."
He's like, do
you have any idea how many people loved that show? I mattered to somebody. That's cool as hell. Yeah. And I thought that was really cool of him to say that he doesn't regret his campy past.
Not all one-hit wonders are fucking bitter or anything.
No.
They're like,
they had their time.
I had a good run.
Yeah, they had the time.
The guy's got to know he wasn't talented enough to start a movie career.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been Ray Park and just never spoke in every movie.
I'm sure it gave him opportunities he would have not otherwise had anyway.
Oh, exactly.
But, I don't know. Maybe they made a cameo, but I mean the characters Bulk and Skull were not in it.
No.
And I found that to be a little...
That's a little...
So I wrote a shitty fan fiction. I got to admit, I kind of enjoyed it.
You were giggling the whole time you were doing it.
Well, because that makes me wonder if people are writing... I know some people probably take it super serious.
Oh, yeah.
And for me, I'm just like... it's,
why not just have fun with it?
Fun.
Yeah, just have fun with it.
I'm not going to post online. Well, actually, yeah, I guess I am.
Yeah, technically, I read it.
But, so... I mean, it was a perfectly serviceable...
it was fine.
You have kids, you have any nostalgia, you're not going to be upset. It's not like fucking Assassin's Creed. It's not like...
No, it still maintained the fun of the original show.
Yeah, it's not...
Yes, there's a little bit of grit underneath, but it doesn't weigh it. Nobody tried to make these guys like Jason robbed a store or something like that. He gets in trouble for playing a prank, a small town prank.
Yeah.
And that's the grittiest thing anybody's done in the movie.
And he got in a car accident because of it, and it ruined his
football. It ruined his football career.
Yeah. So
I will say I liked him and his dad a lot. I wish we could have gotten more of that dynamic.
That was a normal relationship.
I really liked that. That was a really cool bit, dude. And it's at the end of the movie when he's pinning stuff up on the fridge. I kind of wonder if he knows, because he did tell him, he did call him by his name when he saved him from that car.
Yeah, he did.
The one that I only have a couple complaints, and they're dumb, nitpicky ones. The CGI is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's not great.
I do like that they just breeze over how the Megazord is formed.
Oh, yeah.
And it just happens off screen, and there's a Megazord coming up out of this fiery pit.
They definitely did not
Voltron
it. Cause
Voltron was... thank God for that, dude. Because, yes, it's cool the first time it happens when you see it all, when they all come together, but, do I really need to sit through 15 minutes of them fucking locking into place and form the kneecap? You know?
See, they just spent. What I mean by that is they spent so much time having to develop like a team dynamic so they could morph. But once they morphed, it was just showtime. It was never...
Oh, yeah. No.
It was never like... What I mean is in the new Voltron, they didn't know how to form Voltron.
Oh, no. That's not what I'm talking... Yeah. Okay. It was very rewarding when they finally figured it out. Yeah, no, but like they didn't take the time to do the big, like the legs slide in and then the arms come up and then the head pops out of the chest. Yeah. Because there's no way you can do it fast, like in like Transformers, where he's a car and then he fucking rolls around and he's a fucking dude,
Yeah. And I guess it was like they were all like, we're doing this together, and it was a dire situation, and they made the Megazord. I don't know. Yeah. And then, I mean, they bitch slap Rita to the moon.
Yeah. So. That was cool as shit, dude. But no, dude, it's just, the CGI was just kind of like...
Yeah, no, it was whatever.
Like, Zordon looked pretty cool, but I feel like that was where they blew their wad, was on Zordon.
Yeah, for sure.
Put. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bryan Cranston. Oh, man. And then just like, it needed to be done because it was the same shots and it was the first time you saw the Zords. It needed to be done. But they didn't bother like trying to update this at all. And there's just a dramatic sound quality drop when they play the theme song from this show. It's just, there's this huge epic score going on, and then out of nowhere, it's like somebody held their fucking reel-to-reel fucking recorder to the TV, and then they just dubbed that into the movie for the theme song for when all of the Zords are rolling out.
Power Rangers.
It's just go Power Rangers, and like the sound quality just drops when that happens. So it would have been cool to
I feel like that was an executive decision.
I don't fault them for doing it because it needed to be done, but it would have been cool if they had like tried to spice the sound up a bit to make it match with everything else that had come before and then immediately after.
Yeah, that's true.
And then just like the amount of times they said kill Rita, Morph, and Krispy Kreme. Like Krispy Kreme, they shelled out for this movie for sure.
Yeah, I hope so because convincing somebody, even this, which is more of like a cash in, even this to any director or producer would have to be like, you're gonna have to pay me a lot for that kind of fucking screen time.
Yeah, for real.
Or when you're written into the plot.
Yeah. When you are dependent on the plot. The plot is dependent upon your...
It's at the Krispy Kreme.
It's at the Krispy Kreme.
Guys, we gotta get to the Krispy Kreme.
We gotta go to the Krispy Kreme. Where is this Krispy Kreme? I must find this. This must be a holy ground. Of course it would. Why would you keep the greatest gem there? The Krispy Kreme. Quickly, Goldar, we must get to the Krispy Kreme. And I was like, stop saying Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
There was that one. They said it one final time, dude, and it was too much, and you and I just started laughing.
Because I thought the final joke had happened.
Yeah.
Because she eats the donut. And she's made it to the Krispy Kreme, and they rip the motherfucker down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, we're done with Krispy Kreme.
Nope.
But then Kim is flying in the fucking Triceratops, or the
pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
Come on, man.
Sorry, man. And and she's just like, oh no, Rita's made it to the Krispy Kreme. And I was just like, oh my god.
Stop saying the crystal at this point.
Yeah.
The Krispy Kreme is gone.
The Krispy Kreme is no longer
No
there.
one says, like, we have to
crystal.
stop her from getting the crystal.
Yeah.
It's we have to stop her from getting the Krispy
Which,
Kreme.
I will say this, I guess they wrote in something that makes sense why they're always attacking Angel Grove. Kind of like what they did with Buffy.
No, that was interesting that that there was the Hellmound under Sunnydale.
Yeah.
And now there's actually like a reason to keep coming other than like, oh, we're just going to keep fucking with these guys.
Why don't you just fuck up the whole Earth? And it's because the way to fuck the Earth in this world they've created is to destroy the crystal that gives planets life.
They need this, They need
Angel Grove.
This badass thing that's buried under Angel Grove.
Yeah.
That actually made a lot of sense.
And the Rangers, they're protectors of life in the universe or whatever. So
they're
all
Captain Planets.
Everything was fucking serviceable. I mean, it was like, I wasn't like, oh wow, they went and took this and made it something badass, and I wasn't like, oh man, they took something I loved and ruined it. It's just like, okay, yeah, they made a Power Rangers movie.
Dude, it's so funny because like walking out of the movie, like you'd hear the kids, and the kids were super pumped, and then there were some guys like probably our age, maybe somewhere a little younger. Go, like some of them are just like so pissed that it wasn't. I don't know. Like, what were you expecting?
I was wondering. I didn't think anybody could be mad about this movie. This isn't like something like, let's say, Ghost in the Shell, where you have like a beloved source material or IP that like I'm like, Power Rangers, man. You liked it when you were a dumb kid, and it was stupid.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is, it's like with Ghost in the Shell, like it's a very serious story.
Yeah, no, I know,
and it's got a history of being dramatic. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
It's a dumb children's show.
It's a commercial.
Yeah,
it's a toy commercial.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Listen, I understand people are upset about Transformers. I don't like the Transformers movies either. But like, I can't stand this hyperbolic fucking.
See, but that's
this is the ruin of my childhood. It's your fucking childhood quality was based around. the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
It's not
movie.
like they remade fucking Back to the Future, man. Calm down.
Honestly, like that's a big deal, dude. Like, like it's the fucking Power Rangers, and it's just like the show.
Yeah, so
like, it's no better and it's no worse.
I agree. So if you have kids, or you just are like, there's nothing really out right now, because if you
want to just have a good laugh, because I can't say it's fantastic, but you're gonna have fun, and you'll get a chuckle out of how campy it is.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah, if you've seen Kong, you've seen fucking what else have we reviewed recently? If you've seen Kong, if you've seen Logan, if you've seen fucking,
okay, if you go see Logan and you want to feel better, go see Power Rangers.
If you've seen all that, like fuck it, and you're just like no to Ghost in the Shell, which by the way we're still gonna go. Yeah, you're not getting out of it. So, and you're like no to Ghost in the Shell. You really don't have a lot of options out there right now.
No, we're in the dry spell.
Smurfs, The Secret Village.
I will say that, like,
and then
I was going to say about in defense of the Smurfs movie. At least this time around, it looks like it's about the Smurfs and not Neil Patrick Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris and shit. Yeah. So I mean, just go see it. Don't expect a lot. Your kids will probably like it if you have kids. Fucking. And then next week go see fucking Furious 8 and have a ball.
When's Guardians coming out?
And Guardians should be out in early May or late April.
I was gonna say, is it May or June?
It's either May or late April. Yeah, because Spider-Man's July. So
that's right.
Yeah,
but man, if you don't want to go to the serious fair that's out right now, and there's some good ones out there.
Yeah, like I said, if you haven't seen Logan or fucking Kong, go see those first.
Yeah, or any of the other ones that are available. Yeah. Like, but I mean, that's the way we're doing this. Is like, if you have nothing to do, I mean, like, if there's nothing,
there's really not that much out. But also, you go see this before you go see Beauty and the Beast. Here's a spoiler: if you've seen Beauty and the Beast, you've seen Beauty and the Beast. And this frustrates.
That's funny because like I remember you were so dead set against Jungle Book, and we ended up loving Jungle Book.
Yeah, really liking it.
And you had to eat some crow on that one. I feel bad for you that like you went and saw this and you were just like, God damn it, they did exactly what I did.
Yeah, basically my meme from Jungle Book, basically I was like, oh, I was wrong, but like just carried that over into this. Yeah. And what really frustrates me about Disney is I want to be a cynical jerk and talk about how they're just a bunch of assholes who are just going to keep making their same movies over and over again. Here's the thing. They just came out, like Zootopia wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
It was a great fucking movie. They still are making...
They're still making original content.
Movies,
yeah.
But like they're a business... And it's like, these movies that are just the same movie again are making more money. And it's like, pretty soon they're going to be like, why even take risks?
I get what you're saying, dude.
It's just like...
Well, especially because it's just to maintain the license.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
You could go see Smurfs, The Boss Baby, Ghost in the Shell, Power Rangers,
I thought there was still some stuff hanging around from the Oscar buzz.
Yeah, get out in Logan. You could go see Life. I hear that's just like the most mediocre of mediocre movies ever.
Which one?
Life. Chips going in style. It's the Alien knockoff.
Oh God,
Going in style. Which, to be honest, when that's out on like TBS, I'm gonna definitely give that a watch. It's like Last Vegas. Where they're old,
but dude, it's got Michael Caine in it, man. I mean, I was just like, God damn it, this is what they do to me every time.
Yeah, let's go watch like The Case for Christ. There's not a lot, so yeah. If you've seen Logan, if Get Out's your kind of thing,
I want to see Get Out. That's the one, Key and Peele, right?
Yes, just
P.
Key, I guess.
Key.
Peele, Jordan Peele, yeah. Yeah, dude, that's. We talk about him a lot. Rotten Tomato Darlings. That's a strong 99%.
Is it?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So yeah, for sure. Fucking, you've seen Logan. You've seen Kong. Go see Power Rangers.
Yeah. Especially after you've seen Logan. You need to pick me up after that.
Yeah. Don't see Boss Baby. Don't see Chips. don't see Chips. Don't see Smurfs. If you're into Ghost of the Shell,
dude. The thing that cracks me about Chips is like, did you even know that was a thing?
No.
Like, dude, neither did I. And then, like, I saw a trailer, like, the week before it came out. Yeah. No, I saw it on YouTube. It came up on my recommendeds.
I saw one.
And I was like, it was the center shot was fucking Michael Pena. And I was like, Chips with Michael Pena? Oh, he's probably playing Punch. So I clicked on it to watch it, and it looked like garbage. But, like, it blew me away because, like, there was no marketing for that movie.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it was just like, the Chips is out, and I was like, I just saw the trailer for that, and then they were like, nobody's watching it. It's like, because nobody knew it was a movie.
It might be one of those set up to fail.
Yeah, the one to claim the loss, fucking tax
hold on to a property, or who knows what's up with that. Yeah. So
like, that's one thing. Like fucking Disney, they're just trying to refresh their licenses with a lot of these movies coming out.
Yeah,
some of them are quality. Like Jungle Book was really good.
Yeah,
and I saw the Cinderella one, and I liked it.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. Like fucking, maybe
I'm cute.
Maybe I'm just an asshole. The box office doesn't lie. It's just a little unfortunate that
it's a copy paste.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's not like it's devoid of any artistic vision. The songs are nice. The set pieces are nice.
Well, aren't the songs still the same?
They're the same songs, but they're performed and they've got the
they're live action now, and then
there's some shots.
Well, I've seen some of the set. I've seen some of the shots from the sets and stuff. And the sets look dope as hell.
Yeah, so it's not complete. It's not. What does Guilfoyle say? Artless commerce. But it's artless commerce, and I won't be party to it.
It's an artless commerce, and I won't be party to it. I quit.
God, that was funny. What were we watching? Kicking and Screaming.
Yeah, we're watching Kicking and Screaming. Is that Guilfoyle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Which, by the way, sorry about that.
You fucking should be, man. That fucking movie.
Yeah. Hey, you could have left it any time.
I could have, but I was like, God damn it, do they win or not? I mean, of course they fucking win and he learns his lesson, but I have to watch it happen.
They might have lost and they could have learned a more important lesson.
Dude, they should have lost and learned a lesson.
I don't know, but didn't Robert Duvall end up learning a lesson in all this?
Everybody learned a lesson. Like, the wife learned a lesson. The kids learned that Will Ferrell's full of shit.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell learned that
he can't drink coffee.
They can't drink coffee.
So, Josh, I guess let's just get right into it. Tell me what you thought about Marvel's Netflix Iron Fist.
I was really kind of hoping we were out of time.
We're not out of time. We could keep bullshitting about Kicking and Screaming and other random nonsense if you would like.
No.
But I actually saw we had 15 minutes, and I was like, you know what, Josh? Let's hear about Iron Fist. I'm interested.
All right. Well,
and I promise I won't say I told you so.
No, you won't.
It was a lucky guess. Like, I had any reason to doubt them. Like,
I know. Oh no, Marvel's known for crap.
Yeah, Marvel's Netflix series, total garbage.
Yeah, they haven't made a good show ever.
Yeah.
No. Agent Carter.
No, that's true.
That show was that show made me sad.
It wasn't bad. It was a huge missed opportunity with odd ABC Disney rules on an era that had things happen that aren't Disney happy. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, no. It was
we talked about it before.
It was a disappointing thing. But no, Iron Fist, I haven't been that angry since Man of Steel.
Wow.
Where they just took something and
Man of Steel, I did say I told you so, by the way.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. No, fuck. You did not. You were like, maybe it's good. You still maintained that maybe it was good.
I remember.
And then once you saw it, you insisted that it wasn't as bad as I was making it out. Yeah. And then you watched it, and you're like, that was a pile of shit, and I knew it would be. Like, you changed your argument.
And what's weird about that movie is I think I hate all of it, but what we directed a lot of our hate towards were two different sides of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't like the front half. I really hated the back half.
I felt like the front half was.
But fun. I mean, I still have a problem. That movie is just, I have no.
There's no need. Let's go back to Iron
anyway.
Fist.
Yeah, no. Iron Fist made me so fucking mad, dude. It was. It's the prime example of being. Scared of your story and your character, because like he's very controversial, and this is a part of this whole new diversity thing, which is a double-edged sword.
I'm from there.
Thing. Yeah, I'm from there.
Is that what we're afraid of?
That's what I really think. Like it boiled down to, dude, because they totally. Whenever he talks about going to, if you know anything about Iron Fist, you know that he crash landed in a plane on a mountain in Tibet and in the Himalayas, and his parents died, and these guys found him and took him to the immortal city Kunlun, and he learns kung fu there, and he passes all these trials and becomes the Iron Fist, the guardian of Kunlun. And then he leaves that city to seek revenge because, like, he finds out like his dad's friend was a fuckface. Okay. So that's the story of Iron Fist. In this one, he crash land. It's very similar. He crash lands on the mountain, but he goes to a monastery with a couple monks, and you never see that. You never see Kunlun. All you see is him. You get these shots of him looking off in the distance going, it was hard. And then there's like kung fu noises in the background, like sound effects.
Oh, he's pulling like a kickboxer.
Dude, but like you never.
Bloodsport?
Yeah, Bloodsport. That was Bloodsport. But you never get the actual flashback.
It's only the times when you're reminded he's still in the flashback. Yeah, while you're getting sounds.
Yeah.
It's the hazy.
Like he's just looking. He's doing that 1,000-yard stare, and there's like in the distance, and like punching noises, and he's just. This blank 1,000-yard stare. Dude, it reminded me of that scene in Harold and Kumar when they ask him about the girl from Doogie Howser, and he goes, no, I never went all the way with her. And he looks off in the distance, dude, and it's this really awkward silence. That's what they do. Or you get these really crappy flashbacks of him just sitting on a mountain in the snow with like this terrible blue screen behind him and there's snow. And he's wearing like monk robes. And then every now and then you'll see two monks. And that's it. And it's not, you can't do that with Danny. Kunlun is so detrimental to his character that you can't take it out because you're afraid somebody's going to go, racism. The complaint should be, yes, it would be nice to see an Asian character. But don't ask for Danny to be changed because Danny's always been the Iron Fist. The complaint, the request should be, give me Shang-Chi, the master of Kung Fu. Because there is a character that's like Danny, but he's not Danny. Like, they did an Iron Fist show, he should be the Iron Fist. And they should have embraced everything that's bonkers and crazy about Danny's story. What did they do? They stripped everything about it, relegated it to just small talk, or him trying to tell everybody that he's the Iron Fist. And I'll get into like how there's no proof of that at all for anyone in the movie and the show. And they made it a boardroom drama. It's all about him coming back and taking over the reins of his company from Harold. I can't think of his goddamn last name now. But it was just so bad. And then it's boring, dude. It's boring, and none of the characters are committed to what they're doing. Like, I don't know if it's writing, I don't know if it's the talent of the actors, but nobody gives a shit in this show. It's so awful. And then the fight, Corey, these are the people that gave us the kick-ass fight scenes in Luke Cage and Daredevil. Bananas stuff, dude. Fucking Daredevil's a badass. The hallway fight from the first season alone is super sick. Luke Cage, when he storms the rec center and goes to take it back, he's picking dudes up and throwing them through the ceiling and shit, kicking shit through doors. He rips a door off of it's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
But it's especially with Daredevil, it's comparable because like he's a fist fighter.
Yes.
So you get a lot of these kung fu, getting in their moves. And then like with this, he flails around like an idiot. And he came out and said that he could only practice for these scenes half the time, 15 minutes before it happened. That's a viable defense. That's an understandable excuse, but it doesn't excuse why
for him, not for the making of
not
for whoever's in charge.
Oh no, nobody gave a shit about this, and that really makes me mad because I love Iron Fist so much. But the thing that bothers me the most is that, yes, that's understandable, but at the same time, it doesn't explain why your form is so terrible. Why nothing you do looks believable. Why didn't you dedicate time outside of the show to you look at Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, no,
I mean, and I know that shows are different than film.
Yeah, but this was this was somebody else's responsibility. He should be doing it, but it's not up to him to.
But I feel like he should have taken it upon himself. Like if he had any passion for the project, he would have taken it upon himself.
Why would he? It's Iron Fist.
It's a fucking it's a page. See, but that bothers me because everybody else seems dedicated to their roles. And he just seemed like, well, I have Game of Thrones.
I think because they have people behind them who like it. I don't think it sounds to me because what I've heard, it fails on almost every single level possible.
Oh, dude, it's terribly written, it's terribly acted, and it's terribly choreographed.
I think whoever's doing the Defenders wanted this to happen, and then the person in charge of making this series happen didn't give a fuck. And
it's the guy from Dexter.
Okay,
and to me, that explains why it's so shitty. I feel
like this was one of those go out and get talent and then just get it done. And I wonder if
a rush job.
Yeah, I wonder if this is going to be because how fast are these coming now? Because
it was Luke Cage and it was forever between Jessica Jones and Daredevil
1 and 2 and Jessica Jones. Yeah. It was crazy. So,
and then it was Luke Cage, Iron Fist. Yeah, and it's just guys,
and then they're already putting teasers out for Defenders.
Exactly. No, and I hear you on that because I'm a huge fan of no, pump the brakes. Take your time. I don't really need that big. I would like to see Defenders, but I was more excited for an Iron Fist show because he's such an obscure character.
What I wonder is if this is going to be a situation like Avengers and Hulk, where they take the weakest person and then in the right hands make him really cool. That's an ensemble movie.
Because
Hulk shined in Avengers, but his own movie was a pile of garbage.
No, that's interesting because Iron Fist on his own did well in the comics, and then he kind of disappeared for a bit. But they did Heroes for Hire and Iron Fist Luke Cage, and the two of them were a duo. They were a buddy cop kind of thing back in the 70s, and it would be dope to see the two of them. Dude, because that's we were talking about it before, where we're excited for Thor Ragnarok because you're getting Hulk and Thor, as a buddy cop kind of thing going on in the movie, and I would like to see a team up, I would love to see that, and I would love to see a Heroes for Hire.
So which they're making Defenders, obviously.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is hopefully whoever is in charge of that show has a passion for Iron Fist.
Yeah.
So maybe that,
okay.
So maybe there's still hope yet. I'm being optimistic that maybe his own show. It's too bad. He should shine in his own show.
Well, I didn't like Jessica Jones either, but I'm still optimistic for a second season. This is unfortunately the worst Marvel show has ever.
But but he may still have time to shine.
Exactly.
And somebody who's making Defenders might actually have more integrity and all that.
Yeah, it's such a bastardization of the character, and it makes me so upset, dude, because he's an unlikable moron. He's a buffoon. It's like he whines, he has no control over his emotions, and every defense I see is just like, well, that's the story. And it's like, yeah, but that's not the character.
That's the story. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm saying the story's bad.
Exactly. And they're just like, well, he's a bad Iron Fist. It's like, yeah, he's always been a bad Iron Fist, but a bad Iron Fist does not mean a bad fighter. Okay. Like being bad at being the Iron Fist is one thing. Like Immortal Iron Fist, one of my favorite story arcs of Iron Fist, focused all on the fact that he was shit. He thought he was okay, but he is garbage compared to the other immortal weapons or even the previous Iron Fists. And there's all this... Ed Brubaker and Matt Fraction wrote this amazing, rich history that made the character so much more deep than he already was. And it's just... I don't know, man. In defense of the show, every comic that's come out since Immortal Iron Fist has been fucking shit, too. But I would really like to see them, maybe with a second season, or even like you're saying with Defenders, there's an embracing of his character, and we just fucking go for it. And they're just like, you know what? Let's not be timid.
I don't think they're going to carry on. There's not a single person, except for the people you're describing, that is giving this positive reviews. There's articles abound of just what a lot of
the ones that I've seen have been a lot about the race issue, and like that's not a...
I'm talking more legitimate
real ones, yeah, about the story and the actual faults in the show.
The acting, the terrible fight choreography, the fucking the incomprehensible story,
dude. It's interesting because it's what you're saying about them giving it the rush job and not really caring. That's the sense you get from everything, dude. Because like even the opening credits for the show, whereas like Daredevil seemed to kind of befit that minimalist tone, that minimalist music that goes with it, and the way they do everything forming. It's out of blood, but like I mean, it just I don't know. It kind of echoes the way he sees things, perhaps, and the minimalist kind of plays on him being deaf, and then Jessica Jones has this very noir feel to it, and then Luke Cage is just cool. It's just a guy from the street. Yeah. It's funky, fresh, it's cool as hell. And in this one, it's just a phoned in, like Tron Legacy ripoff tone. It's it's totally it doesn't make any sense. And that's what bothers me a lot about this is it's wrong in every way, and I can't pinpoint what the problem exactly is. But I think you could be right, dude. Nobody gave a shit.
Yeah, I think it was the last one that needed to get out of the way. They were probably shooting Defenders at the same time.
Oh, probably.
And they needed to get it out of the way to do the team up, and it's just like. Like maybe it'll get more love and care, like what happened with Hulk and the Avengers.
Yeah, it's true.
The character...
I remember being dead set against Ruffalo.
Maybe he'll never have... Maybe there won't even be a season 2. Maybe he'll only be a character in the Defenders. You never know.
That's true. They could just do Defenders and then maybe do Heroes for Hire or something like that.
Or something. After that. Who knows? Like... Maybe they'll fucking scrap this fucking shit.
Like, that's shitty, dude. That's really... I mean, I can live on Daredevil, but it's just like... It was a chance for... Yeah, I love obscure characters, dude. And I was so pumped for one of my favorites to get the spotlight and then just so enraged by...
Luke Cage, when I saw the shit for it, I was like, cool. Dig it. When I saw...
Oh, no, you were making fun of Iron Fist.
When I was like, shut the fuck up! I just didn't know... I didn't get what was going on. And I feel like if it's a character that you really need to know the character and his background to get him... Because here's the thing. I didn't know shit about fucking Daredevil. The first 3 episodes of that shit...
No, that's the thing. No, that's good. Hooked. Yeah. Well, that's the point. That's the thing, dude. Iron Fist is not like Daredevil, where you can just go, oh, he got blinded, he got powers, and then learn how to fight.
Bits of backstory while the season goes on.
No, you would have to dedicate almost an entire season to him being in Kunlun, in my opinion. Yeah. Because, like, he brings up UT and Luke and Lei Kung.
I feel like you almost said Wu-Tang.
I did almost say Wu-Tang. He brings up UT and Lei Kung the Thunderer and how he trained with them and stuff like that. And he brings them up, but you never see him. And these are the people that raised him. These are the important people in his life. And you just hear about how shitty it was and that it was hard and he ran away. And it's like, that's not why he left. Plus, this thing bothered me the most, was he tells them that he exists to fight the Hand. That's not why he exists. The Hand has something to do with Iron Fist, in that Iron Fist is part of the Marvel Universe and has therefore fought them at some point. Mm-hmm. The Hand is Daredevil and Wolverine's guys. Like, they have nothing to do with Iron Fist. And then Madame Gao, who's been a character since Daredevil Season 1, ends up being ahead of the Hand. And, like, no, she's Crane Mother. She's obviously Crane Mother. See, like, you don't know nothing about this. They give you Davos, but he sucks. And, like, but that's the thing, is, like, Crane Mother is the leader of an immortal city that kind of opposes Kunlun. And
so they just didn't do anything.
No, they fucked it all up and then, like, twisted part of a story. Like, are the Hand Japanese ninjas anymore? No, they're Chinese Yakuza. You know?
Yeah,
and I'm
they're like a Yakuza, yeah.
Or Triad.
I don't know.
It's just balls, man.
That is extremely unfortunate for you. But like I said, I'm optimistic. Maybe that something will happen for you.
Yeah, I'm hoping Defenders makes it back. And I'm kind of hoping that maybe they give it a second shot.
Yeah, Punisher. We got Daredevil.
Punisher, dude, I don't even like the Punisher, and I'm just like, oh man, they're making a Punisher series.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, I'm not a Punisher guy, and I don't even like John Barenthal, but he killed it, dude. He was fucking badass in Daredevil.
Yes. And,
like, I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with that character.
So there you go, everybody. Suck it. Marvel shills, not really. This one time.
I was gonna say, I don't think anyone but us has ever called us Marvel shills.
No, I know. I'm preparing.
They're preparing, yeah. No, Iron Fist is garbage. Flash is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, nice. And Supergirl.
Oh yeah.
So you know. There it is.
there it is.
That was our 20th episode extravaganza.
Oh, wasn't it a hoot?
You know, we tried something new. There was fanfic in this one, so it's a little bit. So we will be back next week. No promises on what that will be about. We'll see what happens. And where can they find us, Josh?
Fucking everywhere.
We are Twitter.com/Mighty or at MightyFishPod.
At MightyFishPod.
That's how you do it.
We keep promising to do streams. We're gonna try to get one going.
There actually was a stream, an hour-long stream that
that
Josh was unaware of. For a test, but you couldn't hear me. It was weird. I don't know what was going on with the audio. It was a test stream. But yeah, so we're actually getting that. That's twitch.tv/MightyFish Productions. We are also on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, Mighty Fish Productions, all major podcasting apps, Mighty Fish Productions, Mighty Fish Podcast. And I am Ryan.
I'm still Josh.
And we will catch you later.